Mathematics is a universal language. It doesn't matter where you are, in which country do you live, which language do you speak. Mathematics is the same for everybody. Wherever you are, you need math. True or fun. Math is life.
Alright, let's go over the Jedi Polynomials. Question number 1 asks you to simplify. You'll notice you have a subtraction sign here. I'd recommend making this a -1. And then you're going to distribute the -1 to each of these terms. I'm going to rewrite the first one. And as I distribute here, I'm going to write it underneath its like term. -1 times a negative is a positive, so positive 2x squared. Negative 3x, positive 2. Here we're adding. Just look at the coefficients, so 5 plus 2 is 7, negative 12, and 13. Another way of doing this problem is lining them up again, but repeating the subtraction for every problem. Five minus a -2, so that becomes opposite of -2 is plus, so 5 plus 2 is 7. -9 minus 3 is -12. And 11 minus a -2 is 13.
Let me go over number 2. Is x plus 2 a factor of this? So I'm going to change this factor into a 0. And that's the -2. I'm going to put on the outside. I'm giving you, class, what am I using right here? Class, what am I using? Coefficients. I'm using synthetic division. Bring it down, multiply, add down, multiply, add down, multiply. This is the remainder, so yes, it is a factor because the remainder is 0. If they've proven to you by either long division, synthetic division, or another process which I have not taught you, is called the remainder theorem. They have that one, then you give them a check.
Alright, for this question, number 3, sketch the graph of the polynomial functions while the following characteristics. Remember, the word real just means that it's going to go through, so this is the y-axis, that's the x-axis, it goes through. That's called a shoot through. If it touches the x-axis, this is going through. This is equal to 1, 0. 1 real 0, R0. But if it does something like a bounce or a kiss, this here is worth 2 real zeros, RZ, real zeros. Let's go ahead and sketch this out. There's probably about 3 different ways you can draw this graph. The last two, as x approaches negative infinity, so x-axis negative numbers, so as I go towards the left, the f of x, or the y-axis, goes towards negative. So this first one is saying as you go towards the left, the graph should be going down. As x approaches positive infinity, so as you go towards the right on the x-axis, the f of x values will go up. So all your graphs should look like this so far. I have 3 different scenarios. Again, I need to count up to be 3 real zeros. So you can do something where it shoots through each time. There's 1, 2, 3. Let me count those for you. Shoot through 1, shoot through 2, shoot through 3. 3 points. For this yellow one, you can do a bounce. Pay attention, this one is worth 2. So this is worth 2, and this is worth 1. So 1, 2, 3. Or you can do the shoot through first, then the bounce. 1, 2, 3.
M to the A to the T to the H. Math is awesome. Mr. Ng's videos teach you a lot about math and to show your work, because if you don't show your work, then that's cheating, and we don't do cheating.